What's going on, everybody? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and we got some extra little bit of info here that's kind of, well, damning for Sony in a small sense of the word. So we all know that I've maintained over all these years, from the PS3 era, the PS4 era, that despite having all the first-party games, the third-party games, all the sales, the console sales, the game sales, whatever it is, that Sony actually kind of have their foot up their arse in some aspects. Usually, when it comes to anything that's not game related, they're usually kind of all over the place and an absolute joke. Now, this kind of goes exactly along with that, because Sony have always maintained their for the players, which is just kind of bullshit, and this really goes to show. So, first off, we all know that crossplay has been getting bigger and bigger the last couple of months. There's games like Minecraft, for example, one of the biggest games in the world, Fortnite, again, one of the biggest games in the world, as well as many others. More and more games to this day are getting crossplay. Some of them are just crossplay between the likes of maybe PC and PS4, Xbox and PC, or you even have ones that have pretty much the whole shebang. You have crossplay between the likes of mobile devices, PC, Xbox, PlayStation and Switch. Now, usually PlayStation is included in there after some heavy pressure, but the rest of them are all too happy to go in with the crossplay side of it. And recently, Shawn Layden, who's fairly high up when it comes to Sony, he's that guy who's extremely punchable. And you just look at him and think, I fucking hate this guy. Yeah, that one. He recently said in an interview that crossplay is open to all developers and all publishers making games for PS4. All they have to do is ask. Now, a certain developer of a certain game which just released almost 2 weeks ago took exception to this. That person was CEO of Chucklefish Studios, Finn Bryce. Now, you may know Chucklefish already because they released Stardew Valley a few years ago, and they just launched, less than 2 weeks ago, Wargroove, the game that's basically Advance Wars, because Lord knows Intelligent Systems aren't doing anything outside of Fire Emblem anymore. Anyway, Wargroove supports crossplay for several different platforms. It supports crossplay for PC, for Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. All three of these versions are already released and already available, with crossplay included. The PS4 version, which is coming later, will not feature crossplay when it actually launches. In fact, there are no plans to add crossplay to it at all. And that's not so much a development choice, that's actually a Sony policy choice. So Finn Bryce made an official post about this whole situation because naturally, as you'd expect, with the comments from Shawn Layden as well as many different fans out there asking for crossplay, including in the PS4 version when it launches, his official post had this to say. Hi all, CEO of Chucklefish here. We just launched Wargroove with crossplay between PC, Switch and Xbox, so I wanted to chime in. We made many requests for crossplay, both through our account manager and directly with higher ups, all the way until release month. We were told in no uncertain terms that it was not going to happen. From our side, we can literally toggle the switch and have it working. Of course, policy work might be more complicated for Sony. Just wanted to provide some balance on the issue and say that it certainly isn't a question of developers having not contacted their account managers or having dropped the ball. We were told no. So that's straight up pretty damning and kind of flies in the face of everything that prick Shawn Layden said. I mean, he's on record as saying that it's open to all publishers and all developers. All they have to do is ask. And here are Chucklefish, which launched Wargroove on the competitive platforms on February 1st. And like he said in his little open letter there, he was trying to get crossplay all the way up until release month, which would be February, which means he was asking and trying to get that done all the way up till the end of January. And being told in no uncertain terms that it was not going to happen and that they just kept saying no, well, you got something to answer for there, Shawn. You and your bullshit for the players. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole situation about is crossplay better for the industry or Sony don't need crossplay, they're already winning. I'm not looking at the whole situation overall or the bigger picture, if you will. I'm looking at the specific interview where he straight up bullshit lied about this. And someone who is publishing a game for their system and has already published this game for other systems, that completely flies in the face of all the bullshit that Shawn is spouting. All this little tidbit of info only came out today, so I'm sure we might even see something about it over the next couple of days. There might be a response, there might be a clarification, hell, there might even be a policy change. Although, it's Sony, so probably don't expect that unless you're Fortnite and the biggest game in the world. Epic Games has a lot more clout than the likes of Chucklefish. Don't get me wrong, their games are great, but you see my point. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the situation in the comment section below when it comes to the lies that Sony are telling, just trying to save face and do the whole PR spin to say, oh yeah, we're for the players, we're all about this, they just need to ask. And then people coming out and saying, well, I'm developing a game and you keep telling me no. So an extra little fuck Sean Layden in there as well. Let me know, do you care about crossplay? Do you not care about crossplay? What platform are you on in relation to that? And just for the lols, do you play any crossplay games with people from other systems? I know I used to play a lot of Gears of War 4, and that would include Xbox One and PC users. Naturally I played on PC, but it still incorporated the Xbox One users, even if they generally were absolutely awful at the game. Anyway, let me know all that in the comments section below. Hit the appropriate button to let me know how I did on the video. While you're at it, why not head on over and hit the subscribe button. Let's get those numbers up to 850 for that 100% blind, promised stream Dank Souls 3 run, complete with no hand-holding and no prior knowledge of the game. And then let's bump them up to 1000, we get that long-awaited, fabled game room tour. And while you're at it, why not ring the little notification bell? Granted, getting a notification from YouTube in current year about a new video upload or a live stream or whatever it is a whole other story. But hey, at least you can say you tried, am I right? As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.